Now, let's start learning about physiology topics. So, physiology is the scientific study of the functions and processes that occur within living organisms. It is a fundamental branch of biology, and its importance and advantages can be summarized as follows: like understanding the normal functioning of the body. Physiology provides a comprehensive understanding of the normal functioning of various body systems such as the nerves, respiratory, cardiovascular, digestive, and endocrine systems. This knowledge helps us to appreciate the intricate interplay of various physiological processes that maintain the health of an individual. Then, identifying abnormal functions. By understanding the normal functioning of the body, physiology also helps in identifying various pathological conditions and diseases that arise due to the malfunctioning of body systems. Then, developing new treatments. The knowledge of physiological processes is essential in developing new treatments for various diseases. Researchers use physiological data to develop new drugs, medical devices, and therapeutic strategies to manage and treat various illnesses. Then, advancing medical practice. A thorough understanding of physiology is essential for medical practitioners to diagnose, treat, and manage various diseases. They use physiological data to develop treatment plans and provide personalized care to their patients. Then, improving sports performance. Physiology is also important in the field of sports science. By understanding how the body responds to exercise and training, sports scientists can develop training programs that improve athletic performance and minimize the risk of injury. Then, advancing our understanding of evolution. Physiology is also an essential tool for studying the evolution of living organisms. By studying the physiological adaptations of various organisms, we can understand how they have evolved to survive and thrive in their environment. So, in summary, the study of physiology has numerous advantages and is critical for advancing our understanding of the functioning of living organisms, developing new treatments for diseases, improving medical practice, enhancing sports performance, and advancing our understanding of evolution. So, nutrition. Nutrition is the study of the nutrients in food, how the body uses them, and how they affect health. It is essential for maintaining good health, preventing chronic diseases, and promoting optimal growth and development. Nutrients are the essential components of food that the body needs to function properly. There are 6 classes of nutrients like carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, and water. Each nutrient plays a vital role in the body, and deficiencies or excess of any nutrient can cause health problems. Then, macronutrients. Carbohydrates, proteins, and fat are macronutrients and provide energy to the body. Carbohydrates are the primary source of energy, while proteins and fats play a critical role in tissue growth and repair, hormone production, and other physiological functions. Then, micronutrients. Vitamins and minerals are micronutrients and are required in smaller amounts than macronutrients. They play essential roles in various physiological processes, including bone formation, immune function, and blood clotting. Then, dietary guidelines. Dietary guidelines provide recommendations for healthy eating and are based on the latest scientific evidence. They recommend a balanced diet that includes a variety of foods from all the food groups in appropriate portions. Then, healthy eating patterns. A healthy eating pattern provides a variety of nutrient dense foods such as whole grains, fats, vegetables, fruits, lean protein, and healthy fats. It also limits foods high in saturated and trans fat, added sugars, and sodium. Then, adequate hydration. Water is essential for maintaining proper hydration and for many physiological functions in the body, such as regulating body temperature, transporting nutrients, and removing waste products. Then, nutritional deficiencies. Nutritional deficiencies can lead to a range of health problems, including standard growth, impaired immune function, anemia, and other deficiencies. On the other hand, excessive intake of certain nutrients such as sodium and saturated fats can increase the risk of chronic disease. In summary, nutrition is the study of nutrients in food and their effects on health. A balanced and varied diet that includes a wide range of nutrient-dense foods is essential for good health and disease prevention. Then, nutritional deficiencies and excess can cause significant health problems, making it important to ensure adequate nutrient intake. Then, constituents of normal diet and their daily requirements in detail. A normal diet should provide a balance of macronutrients like carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, and micronutrients like vitamins and minerals to meet the daily requirements of the body. Here are the constituents of a normal diet and their daily requirements with multiple examples. So, carbohydrates are the primary source of energy for the body. They can be found in foods such as bread, pasta, rice, fruits, and vegetables. The recommended daily intake for carbohydrate is 45 to 65% or of total daily calories. So carbohydrates are the primary source of energy for the body. They can be found in foods such as bread, pasta, rice, fruits, and vegetables. The recommended daily intake for carbohydrate is 45 to 65% of total daily calories, which is approximately 130 grams per day for adults. Then examples of high carbohydrate foods include grains like wheat, oats, rice, quinoa, barley, starchy vegetables, potatoes, sweet potatoes, corn, peas, pumpkin, fruits, bananas, apples, oranges, grapes, mangoes, legumes, lentils, beans, chickpea. Proteins are essential for growth, repair, and maintenance of body tissue. They can be found in foods such as meat, poultry, fish, eggs, dairy products, legumes, and nuts. The recommended daily intake for protein is 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight for adults. Examples of high protein foods include animal sources like beef, chicken, fish, eggs, milk, cheese, yogurt. Plant sources: beans, lentils, tofu, tempeh, nuts, seeds. Fats provide energy, insulation, and cushioning to organs. They can be found in foods such as butter, oils, nuts, seeds, and fatty fish. The recommended daily intake for fats is 20 to 35% of total daily calories, with a focus on unsaturated fats. Examples of high fat foods include nuts and seeds, almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds. Then oils: olive oil, canola oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, fatty fish like salmon, tuna, mackerel, sardines. Then vitamins are essential for various physiological functions in the body, including immune function, vision, and bone health. They can be found in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, dairy products, and meats. The daily requirement for each vitamin depend on age, sex, and other factors. Examples of foods high in vitamin include vitamin A, sweet potatoes, carrots, spinach, kale, mangoes. Vitamin C, citrus fruits, berries, kiwi, peppers, broccoli. Then vitamin D, fatty fish, egg yolk, fortified dairy products. Then vitamin E, nuts and seeds, vegetable oils, spinach, avocado. Minerals. Minerals are essential for various physiological functions in the body, including bone health, nerve functions, and muscle function. Minerals are essential for various physiological functions in the body, including bone health, nerve function, and muscle function. They can be found in a wide variety of foods, including fruits, vegetables, whole grains, dairy products, and meats. The daily requirement for each mineral depend on age, sex, and other factor. Examples of foods high in minerals include calcium, dairy products, fortified plant-based milk, leafy greens, tofu. Iron: red meat, poultry, fish, beans, spinach. Zinc: red meat, poultry, beans, nuts, and seeds. Then magnesium: leafy greens, nuts, seeds, whole grains, beans. In summary, a normal diet should provide a balance of macronutrients and micronutrients to meet the daily requirements of the body. Examples of foods high in each nutrient include grains, fruits, and vegetables for carbohydrates, meats, legumes, and nuts for proteins, oils, nuts, and seeds for fats, fruits, vegetables, dairy products, and meats. Then, physiological calorie value of foodstuffs in detail. The physiological calorie value of food is the amount of energy that the body can extract from the food during digestion and metabolism. The calorie value of food can be measured using a calorimeter, which measures the amount of heat produced by the food when it is burnt. The resulting value is then converted to calories or joules, which are units of energy. Here are the physiological calorie values of some common food groups with multiple examples. Carbohydrates provide 4 calories per gram. 4 calorie. Examples of high carbohydrate foods include grains, 1 cup of cooked rice, 205 calories. 1 slice of bread, 79 calories. Then starchy vegetables, 1 medium potato, 130 calories. 1 cup of corn, 145 calories. Then fruits, 1 medium banana, 105 calories. 1 medium apple, 95 calorie. Legume, 1 cup of cooked lentils, 230 calorie. 1 cup of cooked black bean, 225 calorie. Proteins also provide 4 calories per gram. Examples of high protein foods include animal sources: 3 ounces of cooked chicken breast, 140 calorie. 3 ounces of cooked salmon, 155 calorie. Plant sources: 1 cup of cooked quinoa, 222 calorie. 1 cup of cooked tofu, 176 calorie. Fats provide 9 calories per gram. Examples of high fat foods include nuts and seeds: 1 ounce of almond, 170 calorie. 1 ounce of sunflower seed, 165 calorie. Oils: 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 120 calorie. 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, 120 calorie. Then fatty fish: 3 ounces of cooked salmon, 155 calorie. 3 ounces of cooked mackerel, 233 calorie. It is important to note that the physiological calorie value of food can vary depending on several factors such as the type of food, how it is prepared, and the individual's metabolism. Therefore, the calorie values listed above should be used as a general guideline. To measure the calorie value of a food, a sample of the food is burnt in the calorimeter, which measures the amount of heat produced. The resulting value is then converted to calories or joules. However, this method is not practical for everyday use, so calorie values are usually calculated using the Atwater system, which estimates the calorie content of a food based on its protein, carbohydrate, and fat content. This method is more practical, but it may not be as accurate as a direct measurement using a calorimeter. Then, antioxidant nutrients in detail. Antioxidants are compounds that can prevent or slow damage to cells caused by free radicals, which are molecules produced by normal metabolism. So, antioxidants are compounds that can prevent or slow damage to cells caused by free radicals, which are molecules produced by normal metabolism, exposure to environmental pollutants, and other factors. Antioxidants can help protect against a variety of health problems, including heart diseases, cancer, and neurological disorders. So, antioxidants can help protect against a variety of health problems, including heart disease, cancer, and neurological disorders. Then, vitamin C is an example of antioxidant nutrient. So, also known as ascorbic acid or vitamin C, is a water-soluble vitamin that acts as an antioxidant. It helps protect against damage caused by free radicals and supports immune function. Examples of vitamin C rich foods include citrus fruits like oranges, grapefruits, lemons, and limes. Then berries: strawberry, raspberry, and blueberry. and kiwi fruit, papaya, red and green bell pepper. Vitamin E is a fat soluble vitamin that acts as an antioxidant, protecting cells against free radical damage. It is also important for immune function and blood clotting. So, examples of vitamin E rich foods include nuts and seeds, almonds, sunflower seeds, and hazelnuts. Then, examples of vitamin E rich foods include nuts and seeds, almonds, sunflower seeds, and hazelnuts. Then, vegetable oils like safflower oil, and wheat germ oil. Leafy green vegetable, spinach and Swiss chard. Then, avocado. Beta carotene. Beta carotene is a carotenoid, a type of pigment found in plants that acts as an antioxidant. It is converted to vitamin E in the body, which is important for vision, immune function, and skin health. Examples of beta carotene rich foods include orange and yellow fruits and vegetables like carrots, sweet potatoes, and apricots. Then leafy green vegetables, spinach and kale. Then red and orange bell pepper. Selenium. Selenium is a trace mineral that acts as an antioxidant, helping to protect cells against free radical damage. It also plays a role in immune function and thyroid health. Examples of selenium rich foods include Brazil nuts, fish and shellfish, tuna, halibut, shrimp, and crab. Whole grains like brown rice and oats, then meat, beef, and chicken. Then flavonoids. Flavonoids are a type of plant compound that act as antioxidants. They have been shown to have anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer properties. Examples of flavonoid-rich foods include citrus fruits, oranges, grapefruits, and lemons. Then berries, strawberries, raspberries, and blueberries. Then tea, green and black tea. Then dark chocolate. Overall, including a variety of antioxidant rich foods in the diet is important for overall health and disease prevention. Antioxidants can help to protect against damage caused by free radicals, which can contribute to a variety of health problems. So, movements of GI tract in detail. Next topic, movement of GI tract. The gastrointestinal tract is responsible for digesting food, absorbing nutrients, and eliminating waste. The movement of the GI tract is critical for this process as it helps to mix food with the digestive enzymes and move it through the various stages of digestion. In this essay, we will discuss the movement of GI tract in detail, including their importance, procedure, and multiple examples. There are two types of movements that occur in the GI tract: mixing movement and propulsive movements. So, mixing movements occur in the stomach and small intestine and involve contractions of the smooth muscle that mix the food with the digestive enzymes and break it down into smaller particles. Then, propulsive movements, on the other hand, move food through the GI tract by coordinated contractions of the smooth muscle. The following are the major movements of the GI tract. Peristalsis. Peristalsis is a propulsive movement that occurs throughout the entire GI tract from the esophagus to the rectum. It involves a wave-like contraction of the smooth muscle that moves food through the digestive system. Then peristalsis is important for preventing food from stagnating in the GI tract and facilitating the absorption of nutrients. Then segmentation. Segmentation is a mixing movement that occurs in the small intestine. It involves contractions of the smooth muscle that mix the partially digested food with digestive enzymes and move it back and forth along the length of the small intestine. Then segmentation is important for breaking down food into smaller particles and ensuring that it is thoroughly mixed with the digestive enzymes. Then hustration. Hustration is a mixing movement that occurs in the large intestine. It involves contractions of the smooth muscle that move fecal matter back and forth along the length of the colon. Hydration is important for reabsorbing water and electrolytes from the fecal matter and forming solid feces. Then migrating motor complex or MMC. The MMC is a series of contractions that occur in the stomach and small intestine during fasting periods. Migrating motor complex. It helps to clear any residual food from the GI tract and prevent bacterial overgrowth. The MMC is important for maintaining a healthy gut microbiome and preventing bacterial infections. Overall, the movements of GI tract are critical for digestion, absorption, and elimination. Without proper movement, food can stagnate in the GI tract, leading to constipation, bacterial overgrowth, and other digestive problems. It is important to maintain a healthy diet and lifestyle to ensure optimal GI tract function. Eating a diet rich in fiber, staying hydrated, and engaging in regular physical activity can all help to promote healthy GI tract movement and prevent digestive problems. Then, deglutition in detail. So, deglutition, also known as swallowing, is the process of moving food and liquid from the mouth to the stomach. It involves a series of coordinated movements that are critical for proper digestion and nutrient absorption. In this essay, we will discuss deglutition in detail. So, the process of deglutition can be divided into three stages: the oral stage, the pharyngeal stage, and the esophageal stage. Oral stage. The oral stage of deglutition begins when food or liquid is placed in the mouth. The tongue and cheek muscles work together to move the food or liquid towards the back of the mouth, where it is formed into a bolus. Saliva, which contains digestive enzymes, is also added to the bolus to help break down the food. Then, pharyngeal stage. The pharyngeal stage begins when the bolus reaches the back of the mouth and triggers a swallowing reflex. During this stage, the soft palate and uvula rise to close off the nasal cavity, preventing food from entering the nose. The epiglottis, a flap of tissue at the base of the tongue, closes off the larynx, preventing food from entering the airway. The pharyngeal muscles then contract to move the bolus through the pharynx and into the esophagus. Then esophageal stage. The esophageal stage begins when the bolus enters the esophagus. The esophagus is a muscular tube that connects the pharynx to the stomach. The smooth muscle in the esophageal wall contracts to move the bolus down the esophagus and into the stomach. This movement is known as peristalsis. Then deglutition is an important process for proper digestion and nutrient absorption. It ensures that food and liquid are safely transported from the mouth to the stomach, where they can be broken down and absorbed by the body. Without proper deglutition, food and liquid can enter the airway, causing choking or aspiration pneumonia. There are several factors that can affect deglutition, including age, medical conditions, and medications. Older adults may experience difficulty with swallowing due to decreased muscle strength and coordination. Medical conditions such as stroke, Parkinson's disease, and ALS can also affect the ability to swallow. Certain medications such as muscle relaxants and opioids can also affect muscle function and increase the risk of choking. In conclusion, deglutition is a complex process that is critical for proper digestion and nutrient absorption. It involves a series of coordinated movements that ensure food and liquid are safely transported from the mouth to the stomach. Maintaining proper deglutition is important for preventing choking, aspiration pneumonia, and other complications. Then, deglutition process nerve control. Deglutition, also known as swallowing, is a complex process that involves coordinated action of several muscles and nerves. In this essay, we will discuss the deglutition process and muscles associated and the nerve control involved. The deglutition process can be divided into three stages: the oral stage, the pharyngeal stage, and the esophageal stage. Oral phase. The oral phase begins with the voluntary placement of food or liquid in the mouth. The tongue and cheek muscles work together to move the food or liquid towards the back of the mouth where it is formed into a bolus. Saliva, which contains digestive enzymes, is also added to the bolus to help break down the food. The bolus is then moved towards the pharynx by the tongue and cheek muscles. Then pharyngeal phase. The pharyngeal phase begins when the bolus reaches the back of the mouth and triggers the swallowing reflex. During this phase, the soft palate and uvula raise to close off the nasal cavity, preventing food from entering the nose. The epiglottis, a flap of tissue at the base of the tongue, closes off the larynx, preventing food from entering the airway. The pharyngeal muscles then contract to move the bolus through the pharynx and into the esophagus. The pharyngeal muscles involved in swallowing are the superior, middle, and inferior constrictor muscles. Then esophageal phase. The esophageal phase begins when the bolus enters the esophagus. The esophagus is a molecular tube that connects the pharynx to the stomach. The smooth muscles in the esophageal wall contracts to move the bolus down the esophagus and into the stomach. This movement is known as peristalsis. The esophageal muscles involved in swallowing are the upper and lower esophageal sphincters. The nerve control of the deglutitionous complex and involves both voluntary and involuntary nerve system. The voluntary phase of swallowing is under the control of the cerebral cortex, which initiate the swallowing reflex. The involuntary phase of swallowing is controlled by the autonomic nervous system, specifically the parasympathetic nervous system. The vagus nerve, which is the 10th cranial nerve, plays a critical role in deglutition as it innervates the muscles involved in swallowing. The pharyngeal and esophageal muscles are innervated by the vagus nerve, which provide both motor and sensory input. The muscles involved in deglutition are complex and include the tongue and cheek muscles as well as the pharyngeal and esophageal muscles. The tongue and cheek muscles work together to move the food or liquid towards the back of the mouth, while the pharyngeal and esophageal muscle contract to move the bolus through the pharynx and into the esophagus. The upper and lower esophageal sphincters also play a critical role in deglutition as they help to prevent reflux of food or liquid back into the mouth. In conclusion, deglutition is a complex process that involves the coordination of action of several muscles and nerves. The process can be divided into 3 phases like oral phase, pharyngeal phase, and the esophageal phase. The nerve control of deglutition involves both the voluntary and involuntary nerve system, and the muscles involved in deglutition include the tongue and cheek muscles as well as the pharyngeal and esophageal muscles. Understanding the deglutition process is important for maintaining proper swallowing function and preventing complications such as aspiration pneumonia. Then gastric motility. Gastric motility refers to the contraction and relaxation of the muscles in the stomach, which allows for the mixing and grinding of food and the emptying of food into the small intestine. In this essay, we will discuss gastric motility in detail. So, the process of gastric motility can be divided into 2 main phases.